And we are live from El Salvador. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully the sound isn't too horrible. We're in our new office, and round of applause for Lori. She did a great job with this office. I flew in here about maybe 4 or 5 hours ago, and I can already tell that these are amazing people. Everyone has been so nice. Everyone I've met, smile on their face. They just welcome you. It's like, hey, how's it going? How are you? I had a lady sell me or try to some type of I don't know what they were. They were like a fruit or a nut or something at the airport. And they looked good, but I wasn't hungry. And she was so friendly. She was like, hi, I know no Espanol, none, except trabajar. That means work. So, and cerveza, beer. And it's just such a welcoming environment, and the smiles is what gets me. You look at someone, they smile at you. Where I come from, you go to some places, you don't get smiles. You'll be lucky if you walk away with your legs. And sorry about the echo. It's the sound system we have in here's a little off, but we're working on it. And I want to show everyone this is only one of our offices. Everyone say hi. All right, let's put that back on. Now, this is not going to be a long video. I'm going to try not to get emotional or anything like that. But El Salvador is an example for the world. They need to see what's going on down here. And a round of applause to the group of the founders members who showed up. I think you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. The environment. Your president is amazing. He is doing such great work for you guys. He's the George Washington. How long did that take?
2 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes, I'm already getting teary-eyed. The reason that I'm getting teary-eyed is he understands the people is what's important. You give them freedom and they will grow. You give them joy, you give them positivity, you give them the sunlight, and they will grow. That's what your president's doing. He's saying, grow, improve yourself, launch a business, come together. And crypto is the perfect match for that. We want to help you guys grow here in El Salvador because when we all win, we all win. There's no losers when the people win. Because as we grow wealth, as we grow value, as we show the rest of the world what a friendly government to cryptocurrencies can do, more countries will do it, which means more freedom. The more freedom the world has, the happier the world will be. Because freedom is the only system where everyone's happy with their options, not the results. You have to be free to make your own choices. You won't always win, but you'll always be able to play the game. That's what matters. And if you're not free, and if the people are not free and encouraged, we have to encourage people. You guys have a beautiful country. I mean, this is probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I mean, the rolling mountains and the volcano right out my window that hopefully is dormant for a long time. It's El Salvador has poverty, but the reason it has poverty is not the people. It's the atmosphere. For years, there was no encouragement. It was only corruption. For years, no education opportunities really out there. And really, that's not up to the government. Let the people educate the people. They'll do it, and they'll do it with a smile. There's a lot of men and women who that is their reason for living. They love to educate. They love to improve people. One of the things I plan on doing, and I don't think that the founders group is going to vote against this. I want to take one school and I want to implement cryptos into it that rewards the children for learning, for showing up. Every day you're there, you earn $1 worth of Bitcoin. And if you help clean up your school, You get paid to help clean up your school. People need pride. They need to look at each other and go, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of my country. I'm proud of my school. This is my school. You will treat it with respect. That's the key. Positivity is the key. El Salvador now has a president that is a cheerleader for the people. And that's what people need. George Washington was a cheerleader for freedom. Ronald Reagan was a cheerleader for the people. JFK was a cheerleader for the people. People and children and societies need cheerleaders because cheerleaders make more cheerleaders. And before you know it, everybody's cheering. That's what every single country in America, in the world, needs. That's what America used to be. And we're trying to fight that right now in America. There's too many people in America who hate America. If you hate the place you're at, leave it. Go away. Let the people who love the country, let them work on the country. Because if you look at your country and all you see is negativity, that's all you'll say about it. Well, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. No, the people are good. People want other people to succeed. It's naturally in us. Yes, there are bad people. And most of those people aren't really bad. They're just in a bad situation. So that's one of the reasons that we're here. I want to help grow the crypto economy in El Salvador, not only for the people, but for the people of the world, because it can be an example. We need examples that cryptos are nothing without the people. Everything revolves around the people. You have to love the people. And cryptos gives you the freedom that everyone deserves and needs. The world doesn't just want cryptos. It needs cryptos. It needs that freedom. It needs the environment of growth. It needs a solid currency so that the people, see, this is how they screw you, is they have a currency that they control. The reason El Salvador is poor is because the leaders of El Salvador robbed the people of El Salvador. If you have a solid currency that absorbs the energy of the people, then it grows generational wealth. If generation after generation after generation uses the same strong currency, that's going to be a strong country because they will be able to hold their labor in a currency that will gain value. What makes Bitcoin amazing is this. Someone here in El Salvador can hold $100 worth of Bitcoin. You know what's holding up that value? Someone over in Europe, someone in Africa, someone in America. Everyone's pushing labor energy into the currency. This is truly a global currency for the people because people that use it reward the other people that use it. That's what limited supply currency does. It gains value as more and more people inject their labor energy into it. So while I hold Bitcoin and I keep on working and I buy more Bitcoin, working, I buy more Bitcoin. My labor is helping you or you hold value in Bitcoin because we're all injecting and removing value all the time. Without a solid currency, you cannot have freedom because as the people, as they create, as they build, as they use whatever currency, the leaders of the country can devalue that currency. That means they're robbing you of the labor you put into it. They're literally robbing you of your time. And it's on purpose. It's a system. It worked for the elites. It worked for the presidents. It worked for the government. But it always screws the people. Well, now the people and now your president, no, no more. No more. You guys now have the option of using a free, decentralized currency. That is revolutionary and it's global. Just, I think, a couple days ago, Russia said, we will be accepting Bitcoin for foreign trade. Iran, all of the quote unquote bad countries. Here's a little secret, folks. Most of the countries that the American government hates are the good countries that don't put up with America's bullshit. If I was Mexico, if I was El Salvador, if I was Iranian, Afghanistan, Russia, I'd hate America too, because we have manipulated their countries. We have taken advantage of them. And when I say we, it ain't the people. The American people are just like you guys. Wake up, go to work, literally work your ass off. You go home, you watch a little TV, hang out with the wife and kids, and hope that on Saturday and Sunday that you can cook a little barbecue. That's all we want. But now, through technology, we have something stronger than the governments. We have each other. And they are doing their damnedest to keep people away from using Bitcoin. All I hear is negativity on CNN and ABC and all these news channels. Oh, cryptos is Bitcoin that. No, because they know that if you unite the people of the world around using one decentralized currency, the governments lose their power. The American government has had foreign aid forever. That's not helping the people of these countries. That's bribing the governments of these countries. That's what the foreign aid is. It doesn't go to the people. A perfect example of that, look at Haiti. The Clintons alone screwed Haiti bad. I've always said, if there was a country larger and stronger than America, that would probably be a good thing. Because the American government needs someone to slap the shit out of them. And that's going to be us. Exactly. Hey, I want El Salvador to be the shining light on the hill. Get used to it. Because the opportunity's there. This country is amazing because the people are amazing. Now, let's flood them with freedom, flood them with encouragement, and flood them with help. And that's what we're going to do. He, because we aren't going to rely on governments anymore. We don't need them anymore, guys and gals. We have each other. If we help each other grow companies and websites and businesses and great housing, there's no reason that El Salvador cannot look like a completely different place in 10 years. And I mean, that doesn't mean push all of the poor people up to the mountains or anything like that. Lift them up, help them. And your president, if he doesn't know this, somebody get him on the phone and I'll tell him this. He's a genius. He just may not know it yet. Because when you take a natural resource, all right, if you take a natural resource like a volcano and you shift that energy into a currency directly, and it's a globally accepted currency, you can eliminate taxation of your people. That means your volcano, the energy from your volcano will build your roads. It will pay to build your roads. Think about that. Wipe out poverty with a volcano and thousands of different energy sources. And that's what I want to help grow here in El Salvador. Because the secret that I know that maybe a lot of people haven't realized yet, El Salvador's freedom is linked with mine. If I help grow this, if I help build this, if we help build this, our grandchildren in America will have a better life. Because we live in a new world now where you can't block education anymore. You can't isolate knowledge anymore. It's out there, it's on the internet. Anybody can learn anything now. That means that opportunity no longer has borders, which means that for the first time in human history, we actually live one world, one people. There aren't any El Salvadorians. There aren't Americans. There aren't English. There aren't Canadians. there are people. We're all people together now. Now, we have our cultures, we have our histories. That's beautiful. But now we have opportunity for everybody. The richest man in the world has the same ability of knowledge that some of the poorest people in the world have. Hop online. What do you want to know about? It's all there. If you love woodworking, you can learn how to do it online. Education is out there for everybody. And what we are going to build at the Founders Group, we are going to build a platform. The Founders Group worldwide platform is going to be the example for so many platforms in the future. Because this platform, everyone who is a member of the platform gets paid by the platform. That's how it should be. It's goodbye Google, goodbye YouTube, goodbye Rumble, although Rumble's gonna change. We are shifting into a global attention world where human attention is what has value. Where you pay attention, what you watch, where you put your energy. This is what's going to change the world. And El Salvador is the beginning. We're just getting started, folks. And the rest of the world is in deep trouble right now. A lot of places are in deep trouble. But the answer is simple. Just walk away from the old system. The president of El Salvador is going to be an example for other presidents and other leaders. And all he has to focus on is freedom and being a cheerleader. The president isn't going to rebuild El Salvador. The people are. But the people have to know that the government will help them, will respect their property, will respect their labor. And as long as he follows that, let the people be free and encourage them. That's it. That's all I got. And thank you. make the world great again. Yeah. All right. Everyone watching on the channel, I love you guys. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And other than that, that's it.